Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Magic Arena, and today it's midweek magic. They're actually giving us something interesting. Usually we get historic Pauper or just Pauper throughout all arena. This time we're actually getting standard Pauper, so our choice of cards are quite limited here. Actually, a lot of the powerful stuff is pretty much not there. But it does make things a bit more interesting here. So we're actually gonna go for pretty much the simplest premise here that in standard removal is mostly one to one, so you want to have a lot of things that can generate more than one piece of cardboard, or rather more than one permanent on the field. And as much as I would like to run Heir Apparent, most of the ones with you can run any number are pretty much auto banned. So Heir Apparent is banned, and if you're wondering, Slime Against Humanity is also banned. So you're not getting the easy way out of doing this one. I would have liked Heir Apparent for this one, but we're just gonna have to do things a little bit less efficiently. So this one is standard. So this one is copper tokens here. Um, a bit high on the tree count, but we have uh, a bit high on the 2 and 3 count here. In fact, most of our stuff is on the 3 count. And that's particularly the Insight Source, a 1/1 plus a 2/2, Prideful Parent, 2/2 plus 1/1, Prickly Pear, 2/2 plus 1/1. Goblin Surprise is two 1/1s but instant speed, but it's mostly noted for giving us a way to punch a lot of extra damage out of the blue, so it's very flexible in that sense. We do have Helpful Hunter gives us a card. Ironjaw Aspirant gives us a +1/+1 counter, which could be relevant here. But mostly we're expecting cards to trade. We're getting to recommission them. This one comes back with a +1/+1. This one comes back with a Young Hero roll. And some bitter reunions to get some extra card draw. Cut Short as a way to deal with some of the larger creatures. Still have Lightning Strike, still have Burst Lightning. Damage is pretty much okay. I would note that we do get really slow starts here. I probably would sub some of these for Evolving Wilds. Maybe the Braided Bluffs. I still like the Wingscard Crag because the life actually keeps us in the game longer to line up our trees. The Raucous Carnival tends to enter untapped from time to time, so this is also okay, but this could probably be a cut. I could easily cut a few of these for Evolving Wilds to thin our lands here. Hopefully draw into more. We are running like 21 lands as it is, but I feel like there are times that we still tend to draw into more lands. But hey, there we go. Let's give this deck a whirl and see how it pans out. I'm really hoping for another site that does decks and can give us a pop out like this, because I really wanted the MTG Goldfish. It's just not working. This one, we have early burn, we have an early creature. We're kind of hoping for more. Let's make this line up, I guess. It also helps that we may not have a powerful start, but our opponents probably don't have that as well. Burst Lightning, the burn spells are kind of important. Llanowar Elves is really a thing here. Like if I see turn one elf, turn one elf. A bit concerning though, because this is definitely removal central. We could go for the return. Triumphant, but I suspect our opponent will just have lots of removal. This is the weakest of the bunch, to be honest, but it does serve a purpose. Expect this one. This looks like combo. So we're gonna swing first, see if our opponent responds or anything. No response. Okay, I'll take it. They might just take food and just kill this end of turn. They're basically trading food damage for, or not. I honestly have no idea. Oh, triple color. What is our It's actually kind of tempting to throw the lightning strike at our opponent here. Let's throw some bait. I might regret this. We're definitely showing our aggro slant here. Opponent's still taking it. I could play the Prideful Parent and just hold up the first lightning. Could be. I was gonna say it could be a counter spell. In which case, we'd have something for Return Triumphant to get back. Goblins. Oh, they're also into tokens. Okay. So things are interesting now. But honestly, the lands are kind of all over the place. Well, this is pretty nice Pauper land. Cards are also kind of all over the place. I suspect our opponent's running SDs. I'm actually gonna just take this. Opponent's gonna, because I'd mostly just pump this a bit and what? Blazing Crescendo. Honestly, I could let it go, but so we have Bitter Reunion, but I can see the argument for Bitter Reunion pitching the Return Triumphant. We'll swing first. Yeah. That's Bitter Reunion, pitch the Return Triumphant. Oh, we got ourselves a replacement. Well, we got ourselves a replacement, so I'll take that. Honestly, I have no idea what our opponent's game plan is. It's super weird. I would not be surprised if our opponent is just playing with whatever they have. I'll take. In fact, I'll take. That's because we can just there you go. Dude, that was super weird. I honestly have no idea what our make a few tokens. They did mull once already, so I suspect that yeah, it was not in the cards for them. But I also think that it's probably not the right color set as well. Hey, Engine Rat. Now I did consider. Now blue also had a few interesting. Blue also had one, but the reason I didn't run is because that was all blue had. It was just the one. Sure, it was a flyer, but I guess I would much rather just keep my sources on the ground. Now take note, we can bitter reunion, pitch the inside source, and just recommission. So that's also a plan we can do. So mostly the recommission is just to get these back when they get taken out, but recommission just to get stuff that we discard also helps too. I could see an argument for running more of these, but probably don't want to be spending a lot of time doing this. There's also the argument for pitching this. If we can hit our third land, there's an argument for pitching the Aspirant. But first, they have to find out what's happening to our opponent. Where the heck are they? The Red's still grazing out there. What gives? Could be a weird glitch. It's been awfully weird. I have no idea what's up. Okay, they did take the mulligan after all. We are gonna keep this. Planes, healers off. There's like here. I also have to be careful where I click. I did also consider the life gain deck. We do get two synergies, but not much. I know it's not still. We do get sniped on first. I could go for helpful hunter, but we're gonna need to start doing snipers. An alternate, if we hit another mana, I could see the Bitter Reunion Recommission play. I could also just try for helpful hunter, see if we hit the land. Yeah, let's try that. See if we can hit our land. We do not, but we do get the first light, which might be semi-relevant. Yeah, this is the risk of running 21 lands. You're not always gonna hit your drops. The tree toughness is gonna be a thing. So Tiding Blade is. Ooh, we can actually sacrifice this. We missed on the land, but we can swing with code, see if our opponent blocks. They probably should not, but they did not. We're missing that land. I could also have just gone for the recommission right away. Okay, we hit the land. Recommission the inside swords. But we are a bit on the clock. Our start is a bit on the slow side, so that was an issue. And then ooh, that's the combo piece. We do have to snipe this one. Ooh, I should not have tapped those other things. Just taking it. So I could cut short. Probably should do it now. I don't have any good recommission targets. I could just play another inside sword. Yeah, let's just do this now. I'm surprised our opponent took all that. Opponent is actually trying to flood a bit. They are gonna convert this for sure. They're gonna draw opponent. I would not be surprised if our opponent started swinging. Oh, they're really holding back. So I could actually just make this go forward. I could draw my Goblin Surprise, I could just do this out. Multiply 3s. But they're smartly holding back. The Waxwing Witness is possible. The Vigilance is also a problem. Cut short's not going to cut it short. But our opponent did swing, so we do get to cut that one short. Surprised? I was gonna say I'll be surprised if our opponent did take it. This one is a their upkeep. Do they actually have? I did not see them run any removal at all. Risky Short has actually been a good replacement. Bitter Reunion does have the weakness of needing one extra mana. Opponent is going to swing forward with this. We do have to. We're doing some math. Like they can absorb. They're gonna absorb 5 potentially. I don't have a good recognition target. Wait. I do have a very good recognition. I kept talking about this. I need 3 mana for this. This is gonna look super sketchy. Surprise! Yeah. Our opponent was expecting something else because of the card I picked. They actually should have figured out that that I wasn't really gonna use it because I already moved to beginning of combat. There was nothing to give haste to. The disenchant disenchant felt like a bad card to put. There are some creatures that have a disenchant like effect, so you might want to run those instead. This one's a bit sketchy. We do have an aspirant, but we have nothing else. I can take the risk on this, but I can show if nothing else to show you guys why this is quite risky. We have like 19 lands left out of 53. Yeah, you generally want. I'm playing the Braided Bluffs first because we want to start dropping our 3 drops all at once. Which one did I drop? The token kind of does something else if you're not swinging it. More often than not, we're swinging it. I suspect our opponent is trying to go big. So we're just gonna have to try to go wide. I'm gonna swing with both, see if our opponent has a response or whatnot. and we'll just probably play instant source. It probably gets countered. Doesn't get countered. Our opponent has 4 mana. They should have something at instant speed. Mollywalla. Okay, I get it. But you can see that the issue is that it's basically a 1-for-1. So for most of my cards, it just takes out half the card. And that's pretty much the plan on this one. I guess I would have liked to add more effects that allowed me to pump. But Goblin Surprise is the best one. Is that in the event that you don't have creatures, it makes creatures. It has a plan B mode. There, one. Yep, 1-to-1 removal, not the best in the world. And guess what? We got more insight sources. The rumor mill is very active. It's basically taking advantage of the knowledge that there are certain effects that are not in standard. Really holding that now. Keep on swinging. Let's make our opponent keep on using the removal. And I'm assuming that they have lots of removal because they have not played a single. Okay, that would eat an insight source, but that gives us a good return triumphant target, so I'm not too fussed about it. I could have also done this, but since we already have a creature in the yard, we can save it for that. Yeah, they're just doing 1v1. It's not... Opponent ends up having to jump block taking it down. They're really gonna be looking for their big stuff. I know our elves. Oh, so late. I got unlucky there. No, you're... Other iron because the +1/+1 is relevant here. I could have actually put it here too, but also these are just citizens. They're not detectives, or we still have one detective. We're probably just gonna go side. It's a Mollywalla, we got surprise. their opponent can. There we go. Opponent concedes. That said, how do you beat the 2v1 battle? Well, it's basically creature quality at that point. I was concerned our opponent was going to have a much larger creature that we would need a pump spell to break through. But that hasn't quite happened yet. We'll do one more game. We've been in a pretty good streak so far. It's pretty much either or ways to gum up the board that 1/1s and 2/1s are not able to get through. This one is a really bad key. Like, I would need to draw into a good 2-drop. This one is somewhat better, but I will have to give up. I will have to give up Return Triumphant. Now, depending on the opponent, our opponent could also be straight burn. I'm trying to mentally add up if there are enough burn spells to... There's the shock, there's the burst lightning, there's lightning strike. And if you combine it with this, it does add up, which is why we're taking it out right away. And that leaves our opponent now with the need to use 2 burn spells to clear this one up. Firebrand probably snipes the inside source, which I'm fine with, because we can then just recommission the poor guy. And if it doesn't pan out, we can just Goblin Surprise our opponent for 2 points. Is that one for it? I think our opponent wants to hit us for some reason, like some sort of start your engines thing. And I consider the start your engines, but most of the effects are in uncommon. So, and the effects that are uncommon are. I could have also just bolted it, but I want to make our opponent use their bird spells. For Goblin Borders, okay. We can try. And there you go. Now we only had a few lightning strikes. We probably could have used more, but we also could have just comboed with burst lightning. We would have still had some game with it. There we go. This one's pretty fast. I will note that a controlling deck with lots and lots of removal would be able to overwhelm this. I did end up having to add more card draw just to make it work, but your mileage may vary in that sense. I did end up cutting a few lands to make this better. But hey, there we go. Great. Hope you guys enjoy Standard Pauper, and that's gonna be it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. We got some packs, might as well. We got packs. That said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. Nine lives. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.